Good morning. It is fall, people. It is fall, and Mother Nature says so. So who am I to argue? Y'all come drink your coffee with me and let's play with some fall eyes and also with our new green ink liner. I'll do green now on myself because green's my favorite color. And then later, maybe I'll do a blue on Marley, or maybe tomorrow. We'll kind of see how the day goes. Who's awake and moving this morning? Tell me good morning if you're on. Let me tag a few people, that always helps. Let's see. What the heck? Why is it not letting me tag? Ah, here we go. Alright. Let's try that. So, who's on this morning? Say good morning. My hair is doing something crazy. Well, excuse my music. The fall always makes me get in the mood for like old country stuff, 80s and 90s. Well, not technically old, but you know, country music when I was in high school. And as a kid too. So yes, I was born in 82. So who wants to tell me good morning this morning? Come on, y'all, say hi. Don't make me hang out by myself today. So I'm going to do some fun, fiery fall with some green liner. The ink liner color is our new. Hey, Netta, happy Saturday. How's school treating you? Are you dead on your feet yet? I'm sure you're excited to see a Saturday. So our ink liners, as y'all know, are the bomb diggity, and I'm going to show you why. They are like a felt tip pen. See how pretty that is? So you're able to do a really, really fine line. See how fine that is? Or if you just about on your face, I don't blame you, sister. I'd be down for the count. Like y'all wouldn't see me till Monday again. There's a place in heaven for you teachers, and that's all I got to say about that. I used to teach, but I taught adults, taught cosmetology school, so it was a different dynamic. And this light is glaring all over me. Let me scooch just a smidge. Excuse that view. So these can give a very, very thin line, or you can, see how pretty that is? Isn't that awesome? You can go wider, and then I'm going to show you in just a second how it does not smudge everywhere. I'm going to let it dry. You certainly don't want to start rubbing on liquid eyeliner of any kind when it's still wet. So I was debating on what color to use because as a blue-eyed chick, I always get a little concerned about wearing too much color on my eyes because then I can look a little garish, or maybe like I should be working on the streets somewhere. No judgments, I'm just saying that's not my cup of tea. So I'm gonna do some pretty oranges, pops of orange with the cream shadows and the pigments, and then I'm gonna throw in our green ink liner. So let's get started. Whoever's on, tell me good morning so I know you're here with me. So of course, oh wait, I was supposed to show you this. So this is our liquid liner, our ink liner that I'm about to use on my eyes. Can y'all see that? I mean, it's not even moving. And that ink liner pen is $16.90 plus tax and shipping. See, I got nothing on my fingers. Check it. Pretty awesome, huh? Okay, so let me wipe that off so I don't put foundation on top of it and make my face green. Because if you put oily or cream-based things on it, of course it's going to come off because that's what you use to remove your eyeliner, correct? Correct. So, how do y'all like the way I'm answering my own questions here? So, if you're on, tell me good morning. We're gonna play with some fall makeup this morning. Like I said 14 times, I just wanna make sure the newbies getting on know what we're doing today. So, cleaning my foundation brush with my makeup wipes. These are fabulous for sensitive skin, all of the above. They're $4.90 retail, and there's 50 wipes, I think. No, I'm sorry, 20 pieces in the pack. So I'm gonna start with, if you're hopping on, tell me hi. I'm gonna start with some VFX Pro foundation primer this morning. This stuff is fabulous. I know y'all know all about it, but I'm gonna tell you all about it again. It is amazing for blurring fine lines and wrinkles. It also helps to keep you from breaking out by keeping your moisture barrier even on your skin under your makeup. It keeps you from looking parched through the day, you know, because sometimes your skin can absorb all the moisture from your foundation, and all you're left with is the pigments and particles of the color. So it kind of soaks in and it looks like dry pancakes. Nobody wants to look like a dry pancake, do we? I don't think so. So this is the holy grail. $12.90 plus tax and shipping. And if you hit me on the bulk order, you don't have to pay shipping. That is, if you are local and I can get it to you. Because obviously, if I order it on bulk and I have to ship it to you, then that's not going to work out because we just eliminated that option. Or you can decide you want to be on my team and get it 50% off. Yep. And when you sign up to be a beauty influencer, everything is 50% off. Every product, and already our products are very cost effective. So I'm bringing this down. Y'all see what my neck is doing again with this light? Drives me crazy. So I got all of that even. I know I'm all over the place this morning, but I gotta make sure I got all my poor little sinus creases covered. So did any of you get to catch my live yesterday that showed tips and tricks on how to fix sinus and allergy ridden skin, or not fix it, but treat it and dote on it and love on it? Hey, y'all gonna get breakfast and coffee. Where y'all going, Amy? I'm jealous. If I lived in South Louisiana, I might go meet you. Y'all have a little breakfast date, you and Matthew? Okay, so now that I have my primer on, oh good gracious, y'all, I need y'all to see what my cross-eyed sleepy self grabbed this morning to put on my white face. I grabbed Latte. Now y'all know this face is not Latte. Give me just a second. I grabbed the wrong one. Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna use my, if you're on, tell me good morning so I know who I'm chatting with. I'm gonna use Stay Matte this morning. This one is 03 Natural. I love this one because it does what it says it does. We always love a product that does that. It is a matte finish, so it helps to absorb some of that. Ben, quit picking on me. You know my skin is splotchy. I don't even know why you're gonna sit here and clown. You wearing B-Fit today for the first time, Amy? How do you like it? I love my B-Fit. I like it for just simple laundry days and days that I don't feel like caring a whole lot. It's a simple application and it's water resistant. And for the days that I'm out in the yard working or, you know, sweating. So this is our, I've got fuzz, I'm sorry y'all. This is my Kabuki brush. And this one is great for getting foundation on and blending because it's got that flat, really, really flocked, I'm gonna call it, texture. So who else is visiting with me this morning? Say good morning. So this stuff is awesome for coverage. Can y'all see how it's already getting the... Love you too, Ben. You're a mess. So I'm just going to start wearing this makeup. See how it covers the redness? I'm going to start wearing this makeup all down my neck and chest. How about it? That way nobody can see any of my splotching and pick on me about it. Ben. And if you see, I'm just kind of dabbing it on instead of doing my usual circles. And that's because my face is just a little irritated this morning from my sinuses. And I woke up sneezing and just the allergies are in full swing. I'm on all the allergy medication that I could possibly be on. And there's apparently nothing else I can do about it other than just sneeze away and look like a snothead. So, what are y'all doing on this Saturday morning? Anybody got any fun plans? I know Amy's going get breakfast. I'm assuming with her little hubby and her baby boy. She still has yet to tell me where. Check it, y'all. Covering my redness like a boss. See? I could wear it down my neck and chest to cover that splotchy. Don't forget, when you're putting your foundation on, you want to run a little. You don't want to have so much makeup on your neck and chest that it gets all over your clothes. But you do want to bring it down and make sure that your neck and your face are of the same color palette. You don't want to look like you're wearing a mask. That's never pretty, never attractive, or never natural looking, girls, just saying. I remember when we were in high school and the foundation lines were atrocious back when we wore the CoverGirl and used Noxzema and all this other fun junk. Okay, and I'm just going to put some of this on my lids just to get finishing hooking up some lights on your truck. What kind of lights are you hooking up, Ben? So, there's my foundation. And again, I'm going to grab a little more of this and bring it down my neck because this darn redness is looking like I am not matching from my face to my neck. If you're hopping on and you're new, tell me good morning. I always want to know, thanks, what kind of lights are you putting on your truck, Ben? You never responded to me. Can y'all see the difference? Let me turn the mirror just a little bit. Can you see the difference? You see where the splotch was here versus here? Look at the coverage on this stuff, and that's no concealer at all. Proof's in the pudding, people. It's good stuff. And all of our foundations are like skincare treatments in the way that you get so many benefits. They keep your moisture barrier. You ain't going nowhere special. I'm in the... You know what, though? I feel like you health nuts do not shoot at me, but I feel like McDonald's, just on a whim, when you need some breakfast and you're just hungry, is the best breakfast. It's the best fast food breakfast, in my opinion. So I know it's not healthy, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I forgot to grab my eyebrow pomade. Give me just a second, y'all. I'm sorry. So, Marley and I went shopping yesterday. For the first time, off-road lights, front, sides, and back, just to run wide. Oh, cool, look at you being all handy and stuff, Benjamin. Okay, brow pomade. Yep, this is my brow pomade in brown. It's pretty self-explanatory. And I'm just using my little, sorry, I had a text come through. Using my little eyebrow brush that came in the Pro set, of which those are out of stock right now, but we do still have McGriddles. Ugh. My kids love McGriddles, and I do not like McGriddles. I don't like the sweet and salty. I'm all about a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit or sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. That's my jam. And I'm all about a salty hash brown, so I can get all puffy and swollen and be on here complaining that I'm puffy and swollen, having to use some chamomile tea and such to calm my bags down. So, yeah, I was going to say, Marley and I went shopping yesterday. Do you really, Amy? Ugh. You two can just have breakfast together because I ain't eating a McGriddle. Marley and I went shopping yesterday, and that was the first time in I don't know how long. What the hell on this thing? Apparently I lost an eyebrow. I don't know how long it's been since we went shopping. And we thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. Only it was really sad because we went to the boardwalk, and I don't know if I know Ben knows what the boardwalk is because he used to live here, but hash browns, absolutely. But the boardwalk is this cool little outside shopping area. It's technically in Bossier. But I love it because, especially when the weather's nice, you can walk around and enjoy the weather, but then still do some shopping too, so you don't feel like you're in a stuffy mall. But it was really sad because a lot of the stores, I guess because of COVID and the economy right now, shut down. And even there was a cheesecake factory there that I was secretly in my mind, I'm glad I didn't tell her, but I was planning to take her there and get us, just a coffee and a dessert maybe. But it was shut down. So it was so sad to see such an awesome little place going downhill. So it really broke my heart. But I did enjoy shopping. The stores that were open had some really cute fall stuff. And so I got she and I a couple of little outfits to start the fall with. This is one of them. So if anybody's new hopping on, tell me good morning. Because I'm about to play with our new liner, our new ink liner. Okay, there's the brows, people. Brows are groomed and on fleek. Moving on. Okay, so now I'm going to use some eyeshadow primer. I've talked to y'all about this one a million times. It's bomb diggity. Gives you a nice even palette to get your eyeshadow on and to help your colors pop. So I know I usually use my finger, but I kind of had a thought this morning. These little throwaway sponges that you can get from Walmart. I was thinking that might be a good way to apply. I know a lot of my customers are asking me what's the best way to apply the cream shadow, because sometimes when you use your makeup brushes to apply the cream shadows, you feel like it blops and it goes on in chunks, I guess you would say. But I've always found using the cream shadows and dabbing them with your brush helps to keep that color in place and to keep it smooth and blended looking. So this primer that I'm using gives you a nice even neutral palette before you start adding color to your eye, because the last thing you want to do, time to make my eyes pop, you think? Okay, let's see what I can do with that. So I'm going to put my primer up under my eyes too, just to hold on to whatever makeup I may put there. Because y'all know I'm just winging this, that's how I do. It's a total mood thing. I guess that's the artsy side of me. That's why you'll see my hair change colors, and it's part of the nature of the beast, being a cosmetologist. So if y'all are hopping on, tell me good morning, so I know who I'm talking to. Now I'm going to, fall makes me think of bonfires, fires in general, and big blankets and sweaters and boots. I love my boots. Uggs, barn boots, whatever kind of boots. I'm all about boots. So, with the fire idea in mind and the warmth and whatever, I figured I would use our Orange Pop cream shadow, because in fire, in warm colors, you've got your reds and oranges and yellows. So I've kind of got the mustardy yellow going on this morning. So I figured I'd add some orange elements to it. And then I'm gonna kind of set it in with some of our bronze pigments, which are amazing, by the way, if you haven't used them. So I'm gonna start by using the Orange Pop, and then I'm gonna build on that. I'm gonna grab some gold too. Hello again. So, here we go. Clean my brushes, because I had a certain little girl in here yesterday playing in makeup. She's so stinking cute, and a lot of times she drives me crazy. But I remember being her age, and I remember thinking that makeup was the coolest thing ever to play in. And Lord, y'all, she has done so much better in learning makeup and applying makeup than I did, because Amy can tell you, in elementary school, I had a little too much fun with color. I remember a specific instance or event, it was picture day, and I tried to leave the house with do y'all remember the Mood lipstick that would turn like bright fuchsia and pinks, all kinds of different crazy colors? So I got one. I don't know how I got my hands on one. I don't remember if it was when we were at the dollar store and I had my own money or what it was. But I got my hands on one. And Mom told me, I'm totally fine with you using it. My only thing is, you can't wear it in public because it's too bright. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm thinking in my mind, because that's who I am as a person, I'm a knucklehead. I'm thinking, why do I have so much fuzz this morning? It must be, I don't know. I'm thinking in my mind, watch me and weep. Tell me I can't, and watch me as I show you I can. And this is what I'm dealing with my child too, so it's coming back to bite me. But I put on my little Mood lipstick, and that morning apparently I was feeling like a piñata or something, because that was the color that came out on my lips. As white as I am, I had no other makeup on, but I insisted on wearing this lipstick. So I'm going to take this, just as I'm yapping, to show you what I'm doing. I'm taking my stiffer brush with some of the Orange Pop, and I'm going on the outside lower lid with it. So I tried to put it on. Eva was laying down that law, or she thought she was, but it's okay. She wanted the end anyway. So I wore it to school, or I tried to wear it to school, and she stopped me and said, where do you think you're going? Today is picture day, and of all days, you will look like a normal child today. And I said, okay. So she said, go wipe it off. So I went and acted like I was the obedient, nice little kid that she wanted me to be. And I wiped it off, and then I stuck it in my purse. So what I didn't think about was Mom wouldn't see me wearing it at school. However, epic fail, because we had school pictures, which meant that was a lasting memory for all of us. So I'm going to have to dig up that school picture and show y'all in one of my lives, just to get a laugh about it, because my mom was ticked when she got those pictures in. I was a little turd as a kid. I was sneaky and I was rebellious, and my poor mom and dad have a place in heaven just from raising me, just saying. So I'm just getting a nice coating of this orange pop on the outside corners. And I'm kind of bringing it out just to elongate my eye a little. So who went outside this morning and drank coffee and enjoyed the breeze? It was so pretty outside and the weather was so nice. My poor husband was trying to sleep in. And I said, nope, you get to come drink coffee with me outside. He's like, but it's going to be pretty and nice later too. I'm like, nope, the sun's going to take over and then it's going to get hot. And when it starts to get hot, I'm out. So you need to, oh, you did, Lauren? Yeah, I did too. I enjoyed it. Even if it was just for 5 minutes until the boxer started running around and acting a fool this morning. So I'm going to take my golden shot in the cream shadows, and I clean my brush to make sure I got all that excess orange off and I'm not mixing colors because I want them to stand out on their own. This stuff has a great consistency in the way that it, just like the primer, keeps the moisture barrier on the eyelid. So it's great for, once it dries, staying where you put it. But while it's wet, you've really got to work to dab it in place and keep it there. Speaking of the boxer, I swear y'all, I think he's got a satellite that he knows where I'm at all times because he must be there. So I'm dragging this yellow in the deep corners of my eyes. And what that's going to do is, yeah, I know, Lauren, it is awesome. And I feel like it's going to be cool this weekend. And then Monday, I haven't looked at the weather to even say anything factually, but I feel like Monday morning, I'm going to be pissed. Excuse my French, but I'm going to wake up and I'm going to walk outside and my hair's going to frizz and my clothes is going to stick to me. And then I'm going to start cussing Mother Nature. Just saying. So here's my yellow, or golden shot, as we call it. So I kept this orange, brought this golden just a smidge, just to blur that line. And then I brought my yellow into my tear duct area. And the lighter, brighter on the inside corner is going to help to refresh your eyes and make them look awake. And also help to draw the lines out and make you look like you've got a bigger eye than what you really do. Because that's what makeup's about, enhancing what we have. And sometimes fudging the truth a little bit, bitch. Bring some of this right under because I want it to pop under the green when I use the liner. Okay, so now that I have the cream shadow in, excuse me as I check it out in the mirror above, make sure I'm not looking crazy. I mean, I'm always looking crazy to some extent, but y'all know what I mean. I don't know, spring turned into summer in one day, maybe summer, right? I mean, it would be nice if 2020 to give us some kind of positive miracle. Well, that's my take on it anyway. I'm not a summer person, so. What is this stuff doing? Give me just a second. Apparently I've got a dry patch that's driving me insane. Let me grab my cellar water. Just a sec. So I think I told y'all about this one the other day. This is a fix-a-boo-boo on makeup really quickly, and nobody knows about it. So it's every bit as powerful as any eye makeup remover you've ever used, but it's safe enough to use all over your face because it doesn't have the soaps or anything in it. It's for all skin types. And I want y'all to see how magical it works. Let me grab a clean one. See? Now all I've got to do is grab my foundation brush. Instant fix. Okay, back to business. Oh, Ben, there's your Clint. Ben and I had a conversation about Clint Black and how he liked him, and I felt like he was so nasally. He was my mama's man, though. My mama loved some Clint Black. So, cleaning my brush, because again, a certain 12-year-old got into my makeup. And as all kids do, they get into things and they don't clean their mess. The joys of being a mother. Okay, so here's where the fun begins. Pigments. Pull some of this orange out. Make it pop with some bronze pigment. So, this brush is already damp from me cleaning it, so it's going to grab it great. But if you had a dry brush and you were trying to use pigments, my suggestion is to dab it just in a drop of water in the sink just to get enough moisture on it to attract the small particles that pigments are created from. So, and I'm tapping just to get the excess off. And I'm going to go in right where I had that orange pop cream shadow. I'm going to exaggerate things a little. Bring it a little further out and up. So if you're just hopping on, tell me good morning so I know who it's Clint Black. Well, that's what's playing right now. Okay, Lauren, my nail color, you're gonna die laughing because it's not what you think. I have learned that with what I do with my hair, my hands in water and chemicals all the time, I have learned that I have to keep some sort of artificial nail on my fingernails in order to keep them from splitting and breaking and whatnot. But the acrylics are just too harsh on my fingernails because they're so paper thin. So these are cheap press-on nails from Amazon with a really good nail glue, also from Amazon. And if you would like me to, I can private message you the link to this particular color. But I have a box full of different colors where when I get bored with one, I switch to another, and if one pops off, I keep glue in my purse and pop it back on. Yes, I know that sounds... Well, I'm so glad you tickled by that, Lauren. So, sorry, I shifted my mirror and it went flying. So, can you see how it's really bringing out that orange? Just dabbing this pigment on top. Hey, if y'all are hopping on and you're new to this whole conversation live thing, hop in the comments and tell me good morning. And tell me what your plans are for today. We're just doing some fall makeup, playing in some cream shadows, playing in some pigments, talking about how I was a bad kid, knucklehead. Also, Talking about my new love for press-on nails. Yeah, Lauren, I think these were $6 or $7 on Amazon for like 14 of them. And the glue is like 8 maybe. And they stay on for me for a good week and a half, 2 weeks. If you file the surface really well and you glue them on pretty sturdy. So for me, it's a win. Much cheaper than acrylics and much easier on my nails. Ooh, I'm thinking, y'all, I might add another element to fire on this eye look. What do y'all think? I'm kind of thinking I might add some red and really make it a bonfire eye, and then throw some green liner with it. What are y'all's thoughts? Anybody? So I'm going to pop the yellow a good bit more too, and I'll show you how in just a minute. But for now, because I just had a brain fart or a squirrel or whatever you want to call it, I am going to grab our red glaze in the cream shadows, because apparently this morning's a cream shadow morning. And I'm going to grab a little bit more of my eyeshadow primer, just to give me a good pop of transition. So I'm going to dab it right in the center and kind of up at an angle. Oh, and now it's Patty Loveless. That was my dad's favorite. My dad had a crush on her, I think. I won't tell him I said so. He'll deny it, because y'all know my daddy, he's pig-headed. He doesn't like people to know his soft side. But he's a real big teddy bear. You supposed to have a date tonight? Yay! I'm excited. Okay, give me the details. Where you taking her? What you doing? So I can analyze you like I always do. And fix all the problems. Okay. So, here's the red glaze. Can y'all see how that would add to the fire element we're playing with? A little bit of bonfire eyes here. And I know that this is not an everyday something for some people. For me, it kind of is, just because I'm a nerd in that way and I like to play in makeup. And it's my profession too, so whatever. So I'm adding some red in there. Red on the eyes, gasp. What? Who does that? Me. But it's not so red that it looks like I am bleeding from my eyeball, so I guess that's a good thing, right? If you're hopping on, tell me good morning. So somebody tell me something new, something fun, something we can chat about. 'Cause y'all know I like to talk. I don't like silence, it makes me nervous. Y'all don't want me to start singing, I'm just saying. I'll get Marley in here and she'll sing. She'll entertain all of us, but I don't know if y'all ready for all that. Girl can sing, but she a little extra sometimes. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit more because I see I've got a little bit of inconsistency in how high up this one is and this one. So I'm gonna add a little bit more pigment up on the top of my left eye. On to Beaumont. What? Beaumont? Ben, you're getting extravagant with your dates, dude. Nice, I like it. Big gestures are always good gestures. So, you'll have to tell me which chick this is. Or what chick this is, because I need an update. Okay. So now that I got these going, I was going to say the best way to learn makeup and be good at makeup is practicing and playing in makeup. And I know that especially mama's time is not a luxury we have, but every day you do your makeup, try to use something new, a new color or a new technique, or it's more about being artsy and having, finding that inspiration. I'm using this metal gold liquid liner, by the way, on the inside corner, just to add some of that yellow gold in there. Ooh, y'all. My music just turned, all of a sudden. A little romantic and sensual and such. Just somewhere I'm on Facebook. Ben, I'm so proud of you. She's over 21. Good morning, Lori. How are you? Did you sleep in this morning, Lori? Or are you just getting up and moving? Because sometimes we don't necessarily sleep in, but we still feel the need to be lazy. And that's okay too, because it's the weekend. It's the freaking weekend. It's that. So I'm going to drag some of this gold liner in the corners, because y'all know I like my corners light and bright, inside corners. So what are y'all thoughts so far? Are you scared of this look? Does it look clownish? What do you think? Don't worry, I'm going to blend this line here, and I'll show you how in just a sec. Okay, so I'm going to add some depth. I told y'all we're playing with cream shadows this morning, so this is not a fire color. However, it is a neutral, so that's what I'm going to use to marry all these colors together in that crease. Oh, what is it this morning? Why is everybody going out and having breakfast but me? Why did I miss the email? Like, it is the perfect morning to go have breakfast though, especially sit outside and have it. And as I'm crying myself a river, I think my husband's in the kitchen cooking breakfast, so he's pretty awesome. Okay, here's brown sugar, cream shadows. Thank you, Laurie. I'm gonna go here. Just smudge and marry all of those together. Give it a nice clean edge. Why did I just tap like I'm using pigments? Oh, thank you, Ben. Ben's good for the confidence. Okay. And then I'm going to use some Vanilla Diamond. If y'all have never used the Vanilla Diamond in the mono shadows, what the heck are you waiting for? You need it in your life right now. It does feel amazing outside. Yesterday, when things started to cool off. Oh, thank you, Constance. Long time no see. Thanks, Ben. Sorry, my brain just went squirrel. So yesterday, when it started to cool off, hey, morning, Sarah. What's up? My little sister's on here. My little sister. Okay. We don't have any creepers this morning, Sarah, for you to bulldog yet. Ben has not turned creepy on us. He's the only guy on here. He's being very supportive without being creepy, so let's not bulldog him yet, okay? I'll tell you when. Just kidding, Ben. Okay, so we got Vanilla Diamond here. You need this in your life because it's a fantastic highlighter without being crazy glittery. Woohoo! Score! So I'm doing some bonfire eyes is what I'm calling this, Sarah. I did yellow, a little bit of red glaze, and some orange with some bronze pigment. And then I'm going to use our new green ink liners. So I'm just going up in the crease of my brow and giving this a good, nice wash of highlight without being glittery. See? Just gives you a nice little neutral something. Perfect for fall weather. That's exactly what I'm thinking. How are people at your house, Sarah? And by people, I mean your poor corona-ridden husband. Sorry if I just threw him under the bus with that information, but... Ben, stop shaking your head. That's just something you do all the time with me. Why is that? Because I'm a goofball, that's why. I'm a goober. I see an inconsistency right there, so I'm just fixing it in case y'all are wondering what the heck I'm doing. Because I'm OCD. I'm going to bring this orange down and into the bottom corner. Oh, way too much pigment. I am not covering my face, people. Yikes. Okay, so he seems fine. Yesterday he felt kind of crappy, but today he seems like he has more energy. We shall see. I hope it is like a mild case for him, because that's awful. That stinks that y'all gotta quarantine yet again for, what'd you say, 14 days? Okay, here's where the magic's gonna happen. Our green ink liner. And y'all gonna have to bear with me because I'm old nowadays and I can't see. So I gotta get really, really close to my mirror so I can see where this eyeliner's going. Hopefully y'all can still see as I'm doing this. So as usual, I'm going from the center. And I just want a real nice tight line up against my lash. Hey, if you're hopping on and you're new, tell me good morning. Then I'm getting a little bolder towards the outside as I get that good line going. Because I want to show off that pretty green. Can y'all see that pretty green? I'm obsessed. It's a nice marriage of a teal and a hunter green without being 90s, in my opinion. So now, I'm just evening this out. Yeah, I think. Okay. If you're hopping on, tell me hi, so I know who I'm talking to. And y'all can't laugh at me if I smudge this side because I have a countertop in my way. Oh, thank you, Laurie. What are y'all thinking? I'm kind of feeling sassy. with my green eyeliner and my bonfire eyes. I might have to go somewhere. Can't go to Beaumont like Ben's going to go to a movie and get dinner, but ooh. What do y'all think? Okay, so now y'all know I like to put my concealer on before I put mascara on, and that's because sometimes, I still have something here that's bugging me, because sometimes it's not fair. I'm the visual artist and you put your liquid liner on so much easier. Stop it! That's only because I have practiced driving down a gravel road how many mornings in a row? Flying to school. Mom, close your ears. You don't want to hear this if you're on. Flying down a gravel road so I'm not late for school and putting liquid liner on. Do you know how many mornings I have stabbed myself in the eye trying to do that? But somehow I was able to eventually perfect it. And so if I can do it on a gravel road in a truck while I'm driving, it's much easier to do it. That would be very creepy, Ben. I'm just saying. And I don't think that that would go over really well with the date if she found out. That would be bad. Not to mention, I don't know that my husband would be down with that. He'd be like, yeah, no. Mm-mm. There we go. Now I got some symmetry going. But Sarah, this is my art. This is not your art. Your art is typically on canvas, though they kind of marry up and they're the same in some ways. You know, we tend to specialize in our own little ways. I forgot to grab my darn mascara. Give me just a second. I cannot wait till our new mascara comes in so I can show you all that freaking awesomeness. So I think I'm going to switch it up this morning. I think I'm going to use just Extreme Curl mascara. I usually use Extreme Curl as a primer, so to speak, to give me a nice base on my lashes, to give me volume. But I'm going to simplify it this morning, and I want y'all to see what Extreme Curl does by itself. So I want y'all, oh wait, I'm lying. I need to do concealer first. Woo, squirrel. So here comes the Indian face painting, as Marley calls it. She's like, Mama, you look like you're painting yourself like the Native Americans. Okay, whatever works. If it keeps these poor baggy eyes of mine looking not so baggy, then I will paint myself and look like a clown if that's what it takes. Whatever. Okay. And I'm going to add some light to my forehead, just to draw the eye to the center and back. And now I'm not leaving it that way, y'all. Don't freak out on me. Some down here, here. I think we ought to leave it like this. What do y'all think? Where is my foundation brush? There it is. Okay. Cleaning the primer off so I don't go and smudge myself all crazy. This is my makeup wipes. This is these stuffs. These stuffs are great. I amaze myself with the stupidity I say sometimes. These wipes are great for a quick makeup brush swipe to get the excess makeup off of them. I would not use them as my primary way of getting the bacteria out of your brushes because they're not antibacterial, but for a quick swipe to get makeup residue off of things, they work great. So I'm just gonna take my foundation brush and go flat with it. And just dabbing to get those lines smoothed in there. And I'm going to do a little bit more blending in a matte. So who else is new on that I need to know about? When people talk, tell me good morning. And this is why I like to use the foundation brush, because when I get in this tight line here, I can work into it without smudging all my work on my eyes. Nobody has anything else to say? Everybody bored this morning? Y'all want me to do a little tap dance as I'm doing my makeup? If you're hopping on, tell me good morning. Tell me hi, so I know who I'm chatting with. Kind of hitting my nose, that redness from sneezing and blowing it this morning. This concealer. Okay, so there's my concealer. Now, I can use my Extreme Curl. This one's awesome because it gives volume, and I've never been able to use these little eyelash curler doodads because I've always had like thin, brittle eyelashes, and I felt like it was too harsh and it would pull my eyelashes. And maybe it was an operator error, but that's okay too. I just never cared to use it because I didn't feel like it made a difference. But this stuff really helps in getting that curl and boost going with your lashes. So, and it's got, can you see the curve in the brush? And all of our mascaras are a conditioning treatment. There's castor oil in them. And so many vitamins that help to keep our lashes healthy. So it's not just a mascara that will paste your eyelashes in a direction for you and keep them there, and then later when you wipe it off, your eyelashes break off and come off with it. Okay, I want you to see the difference. Without, with. I'm about to put a second coat. And I got mascara on my eye makeup, but I'm going to show you in a minute how to take that off without smudging everything. I'm always messy with my mascara. Okay, look at that. Proof is in the pudding. It's good stuff. So, I'm going to grab my spoolie. For those of you who don't know what a spoolie is, it's this guy. It's the gold on the inner part of your eye. That is the Golden Shot cream shadow. I think you have that one, Sarah. I think I sent you that one. And the metal gold liquid liner. Kind of painted on top and blended in. So, my spoolie brush. You see how I got little flecks of mascara here and there and everywhere? If you let it dry and then come back. I do like the Extreme Curl, Lori. I usually like to combine it with the deep black just because I feel like, y'all see how that took that off without smudging anything? And now I'm going to come back here. I am struggling with the fuzz this morning. I don't know if, I think I may have used like a cotton pad or something that had lint. That's the worst mistake ever, when I buy cotton pads not realizing they have lint, because it sticks to everything. Yeah, that's the metal gold, Sarah. So here I go with this eye. Do y'all see why I love this green? It's this liner. I'm sorry, I'm hopping different subjects, but it's a green without being, let me take you back to high school with all the bad memories and horrible acne. It's a pretty deep, usable, practical green. So it goes great with browns, goes great with golds. It goes great with really just about anything. It's about being creative with your colors. Brown-eyed girls can totally rock green liner. And they can totally rock blue liner too. Like a boss. Anybody else hopping on? Tell me good morning. Y'all got quiet on me. What's happening? Anybody have any opinions? Anything they want to say, talk about, anything? Did you fall asleep in your coffee? Did you go back to bed? Yes. This is one of my absolute favorite songs. Okay, now for the bronzing and contouring part of today's lesson. So, I'm going to use a 3-in-1 face palette, brown in this one, to create my shadows. So, I load up my brush. Tap, 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 get the excess off. And then see where... Ben, I don't want to talk about Uncle Carl. Uncle Carl creeped me out and creeped everybody else out on this darn feed. Scared the life out of me. I couldn't even find my words. I was like, and usually I can bulldog and be ugly, but I was trying to be professional, but still tell him to take a hike. And that's where Sarah came in. So when she got on here, I just wanted her to know that you weren't an Uncle Carl. So you're welcome, I protected you. So, I'm so white that using color freaks me out. So I appreciate your guidance with the do's and don'ts. It makes the, sorry, Lauren, I'm having to tap here to see more. Why is it not letting me do it? Y'all, I'm technology dumb. So, Lauren, anytime you need some help with color, I'm here, sister. You can private message me. I'll send you my number. We can FaceTime. I can maybe suggest some color combos for you. It doesn't have to be the bonfire colors, though bonfire colors would be beautiful on you. So with this darker shadow business, for me, I've got some pretty big cheekbones, so it's easy to see. But you see where my cheek rounds out and lands here? That's where I'm going to go my darkest shadow, because the idea is to help make your face look like it's got beautiful curves. And I'm just softly creating that. It's a soft line I'm making, not a hard line. The harder line that you make in contouring, the harder it's going to be to blend it. So I'm really shallowing out right under my cheekbone. Can y'all see how already it throws a shadow and creates that really sculpted look. So I'm grabbing some more of this. I'm going to go through just on my forehead. I'm going to dust a little in my hairline. Can y'all see the shadows it's throwing? The light hits and it goes out and separates. And I'm going to bring some of this bronzer down my jawline, but I'm not going to leave it as a line. And I'll show you in just a second how to separate those. So, there's my dark shadows. So now I'm going to come back with my favorite, or one of my favorites. I haven't tried all of them, so I can't say that it's technically my favorite. But one of my favorites thus far is the Terracotta Blush 14. It looks really orange in the compact, but don't let it freak you out. And the lines in this is not an animal that got to it. I took my scraper to it because I used it on a client the other day to try it out. So, I'm going to dust my brush off, same brush. I'm using this guy really lightly right on my cheekbone and up into my temple to help that light bounce downward. See, it's a little lighter than the one I used in my shadows, or to create my shadows. You should always use, when you're contouring, you should always use 3 different colors. Your darkest, right under the bone or in the area that you want to create a shadow. And then you're going to use your middle color, or your same family of color, a little lighter, up on top to marry the two together. And then you get something to make it look more natural. You want to get something with a touch of pink to it, just on the apple of your cheek, just to give it a natural feel. If you're hopping on, tell me good morning, so I know who I'm talking to. Let me know if you have any questions as we go. There's no stupid question. And maybe it's to call me out on something I'm doing that you don't agree with, that you've seen it done a different way and you want to know why I'm doing it this way. So I'm just coming in with this lighter terracotta and blending that darker line in. And here's where I'm going to do what I like to call my sun rays into my neck. You don't want to make lines, but you want to go a soft sun ray out. It gives the effect that you have an elongated neck and also blends your face to your neck. And you can't really tell right now because I'm red, because this light makes me red and everything in life makes me red, so there's that. But middle color there. And now I'm going to use my 3-in-1 face palette to get that hint of pink. And that looks super uber pink. I understand. Y'all don't freak out on me yet. I'm going to show you how it does not come on pink. And even if it does, how to tone it down. So, load up my brush with this guy. Of course, I wiped what I just used off. Tap, tap, tap. And I'm just dot, swirl, dot, swirl. See how it does not look pink? It just marries everything together and gives the illusion of a natural blush. If you're hopping on, tell me good morning. And it also, I feel like it also brings in that red on the eyelid too, that red glaze. So now, I'm going to grab some highlighter from the same 3-in-1 palette, wiping off the one I just used. Keep the colors from blending together. And I'm not using a whole lot of highlighter on my forehead because I have these little fine lines that I do not like everybody to see. So I'm just lightly swiping. Swiping down my nose. here on my upper lip and down on my chin. And then I'm going to grab some and go in between this line where I created my shadow here and here, and I'm going to pop some there. What are y'all thinking so far? Thoughts? Oh wait, I forgot to do something. So I'm going to grab this darker color that I use for my shadows, and I'm going to create a shadow around my nose just to make my eyes pop a little more. How's about that? Anybody got anything? No? Nothing? Okay, so for lipstick, or actually I'm going to set my makeup first. I'm going to use some powder. I don't always use powder. And I don't know that I ever truly told y'all why I don't care to use powder all the time. Today I'm feeling pretty moisturized and confident in the fact that my powder is not going to sit in my lines. But typically I don't care to set my makeup with powder because as you get older, you obviously have these fine lines and wrinkles that you don't want to advertise to the world. So I kind of steer clear of using powder so it doesn't sit there and show them off. But this morning, like I said, I'm feeling pretty moisturized, so I'm going to use both powder and some Time Locker spray to set my makeup. So this terracotta porcelain powder is one of my favorite setting powders. It's not married to one color, light, dark, medium, any of the others. It's pretty translucent, so it just kind of gives you the appearance of a porcelain finish. And I'm not using a whole lot because, again, I don't want to look powdery. But setting with a powder always helps to keep things in place. If you're hopping on, tell me good morning, so I know who I'm chatting with. Okay, so there's that. Can y'all see how it gave me a little bit of a satin finish? And then I'm going to mace myself in the face with my Time Locker spray. Because this stuff acts as a kind of as a hairspray for your makeup, but it's not sticky. It sits and holds the particles together on your face so that when the wind hits you, so when you walk around and you rub your nose, everything stays in place. So for lipstick this morning, I decided to do a little something different. Well, good morning, Tab. How are you? What you doing on Saturday, girl? I know you're going to do something fun. Do some outside bar hopping or something. So I'm going to use Lip Liner 222 and some of our Lip Plumper to create my color. That's the fun thing about this line is there's so many different options and colors, and everything's so versatile that you can mix and match from the eye to the lip and all the way around. So I'm going to add a nice little coating of 222. So what else is happening with y'all? Hey, Ariel, what's up, sister? Come and do some bonfire makeup with me? Because you know you love them bonfires. I ain't calling you out, I'm just saying. So I like to use, when I've got a more colorful kind of, I'm not going to call it loud, but I guess it could be loud for some people who don't wear color. I wear color all the time, so it's normal for me. Thanks, Tab. And you got a boy that's going to be, how old is Chase going to be? Because his birthday is on my anniversary. See, I told you, Ariel, I knew you did. So when I use a good bit of color on my eyes, I like to go more muted and neutral. 23, we're old. I don't want to be old. Don't make me. Tell him to stop. Okay, so I'm going to pull this light closer to me because I feel like it's really dark in here. Can y'all see? Because I feel like it's a little dim this morning. So I like to use a more neutral color on my lips when I have a louder pop of color on my eyes, because I feel like it draws the eye to the eye makeup, and then the lips are just an accessory too, if that makes any sense at all. Thanks, Tad. So here is my lip plumper. So this is just lip liner, and I'm just going to add some lip plumper to it to add some shine. And also, this stuff stimulates the circulation in your lips to give a fuller, plumper look. So, plump away, baby, because I'm getting old and my lips are going bye-bye on me. It's probably time to get those done or something. I don't know. So, what do y'all think? Can you see the eyes? Look, I'm going to pick up the phone then. Can y'all see the eye color and the lips and all of the bonfire look? This is what I'm calling it, bonfire. I kind of feel like, though, I might want to play and add possibly some pigments to my lips. Thanks, Lauren. So Lauren, where are you? Oh, maybe I shouldn't ask that. That's kind of a personal question, and not everybody wants everybody to know where you live. I was going to ask where you live in now, but feel free to not answer that because I'm an idiot and didn't think about it before I did that on public forum. So I'm going to grab a little bit of this pigment just to play, and again to show you the kind of versatility of this stuff. So this is the pigment that I used on my eyes. See, it kind of corals it out a little bit. If I dump all of this on me, y'all are going to hear me say some choice words that probably should not be done on a live video. And by popping a little bit of sparkle and a brighter pop of color to the center of the bottom lip, it makes your lips look a little bigger. It accentuates the shape and look of them. Thanks, Ben. I'm on bonfire. Okay, I'll take it. So, here it is. I will post in the comments my list of products and colors that I've used. And again, don't feel like you should be afraid of color. Because just because you use lots of colors doesn't mean that you have to look clownish. It's all in how you blend and how you marry the colors together. And I'm going to get real complicated, or maybe not, but if you're unsure of how to marry colors together and neutralize different things and pop different colors, get online and find a color wheel. That's the key for hairdressers in doing color and what decides what hair color fits what skin tone. It's also a big key in how to do makeup, because opposite colors on the color wheel will, if you mix them, neutralize one another, but they'll also contrast and make each other pop. So if you use them next to each other, it's the best marriage. So blue and orange, pop. Red and green, pop. Purple and yellow, pop. So, just something for you to look at, play with, whatnot. But thanks for watching today. I appreciate y'all getting on and telling me good morning and chit-chatting with me. And if y'all have any questions or comments on what I did today, feel free to throw it in the comments or private message me. I have a direct shopping link that I'm going to put on my post, so that you can go straight to it. Or again, if you have questions, hit me up. And if anybody's interested in being a beauty influencer and sharing how much you love this stuff, there's tons of benefits behind doing that, and it's so easy and cheap to sign up to do it. You know, the biggest thing with doing this for me has been the sisterhood that we have. Most of these women, outside of one being my elementary school bestie going through high school, I have not met any of them, but I feel like I've known them for years because we support each other and we encourage one another, and it's amazing. If you sign up as an influencer, everything on our already cost-effective catalog, thanks Ben, everything in our already cost-effective catalog is, or budget-friendly, I guess I should say, will be 50% off to you. To sign up to be an influencer, it's $19.90, I want to say, or $19.99 to sign up and have your basic kit. But then you also do have the option of purchasing I think there's 3 or 4 different options. And it goes, I mean, it can get pretty expensive if you choose to, but still it's, I think it's a 70% discount for the lump sum of products that you choose to purchase to try when you sign up to be an influencer. So there's so many benefits, so much fun to be had, and you don't have to be a makeup artist. It just so happens that, and I'm not even going to call myself a makeup artist, I'm a cosmetologist, and I was a cosmetology instructor, and I've been in the cosmetology industry, I'm going to tell my age here, almost 21 years now. So for me, it's my jam. Just the whole concept of beauty is my jam. So it fell into my wheelhouse. It's a product that I love. So I've never been a salesperson, so all I do is share how much I love these products. And if you choose to buy them, great. And I'm also wanting to empower women that are not so sure about the makeup process or the skincare process, but they want to learn. So there's so many benefits behind it, whether it be personal or financial or whatever. Hit me up if you have questions, and y'all enjoy this beautiful fall weather. I don't want it to end, so I'm going to go outside and probably eat lunch and dinner and all of the above outside, just so I can be outside today. So y'all have a great weekend. Everybody enjoy their weekend. Thanks again. Toodles.